Gather round, noble adventurers, and hear the tale of the land of Fairn. It is a place where untold wonders and legends have echoed through the ages, and the very earth pulses with the magic of the gods. From the snow-capped peaks of the spine of the world to the verdant depths of the high forest, every inch of this fabled land teems with the promise of adventure and peril. But there is one place that stands above them all, a place of ice and snow, of savage beauty and unrelenting danger. This is the land of Frozenfar, a vast and unforgiving wilderness where the very air is a knife and the ground itself threatens to swallow you whole. To the north of the spine of the world lies the Frozenfar, encompassing the coastal region of the Cold Run, Icewind Dale and its 10 towns, the island of the Ice Peak and the Sea of Moving Ice. Though it is sparsely populated, the Frozenfar is home to a multitude of threats and challenges that would make even the bravest warrior quail. Fierce regged barbarians roam the frozen tundras, their howls echoing through the icy valleys. The land itself is a harsh and brutal mistress, where blizzards can sweep in with little warning, burying unwary travelers in snowdrifts deeper than a man is tall. But for those with the courage and the strength to brave the Frozenfar's dangers, the rewards can be beyond measure. Secrets and treasures beyond imagining lie hidden beneath the ice and snow, waiting for the bold and the brave to discover them. The tales of those who survived the Frozenfar will be remembered for generations to come, their deeds and exploits passed down from father to son, from mother to daughter, as a testament to their bravery and their endurance. In the frigid and unforgiving land of Icewind Dale, nestled among the 3 pristine lakes of red waters, Lac Dinishir, and Maer Dualdon, the 10 towns were born. From the very moment of their creation, these towns were tested by the harshness of their environment, and it was only through sheer grit and determination that they were able to survive. But these towns were not mere collections of hovels and huts. They were strongholds of civilization in a land where civilization was often scarce. The people who lived there were brave and hardy, willing to face down any challenge that came their way, from the biting cold to the relentless attacks of monstrous beasts. To the northwest of Redwaters, the smallest of the 3 lakes, lay the humble villages of Dugan's Hole and Good Mead, where the people lived simple but honest lives, fishing and hunting in the shadow of the towering mountains. To the north, upon the shores of Lac Dinishir, were the larger settlements of East Haven, Cair Dineval, and Cair Konig, where the people had learned to build sturdy walls and fortifications to keep the dangers of the Dale at bay. These towns were all connected by the treacherous roads of the Dale, which were often beset by harsh winter storms and roving bands of savage monsters. But despite the danger, the people of Icewind Dale were not content to stay locked away in their towns, and many ventured out into the wilderness to hunt and gather, always mindful of the dangers that lurked just beyond their borders. To the west, the largest and deepest of the 3 lakes, Maer Dualdon, is surrounded by the towns of Lonely Wood, Bremen, Tourmaline, and the walled city of Targos. These towns were the heart of the 10 towns, each with its unique character and purpose, and all connected by the winding paths that thread their way through the frozen wilderness. And finally, nestled between all 3 lakes, is the trading hub of Bryn Shander, the gateway city that leads to the rest of civilization to the south. From this bustling town, goods and resources flow in and out of the 10 towns, making it a vital link in the chain of survival for those who dare to make their homes in the frozen wasteland of Icewind Dale. But despite their strength and determination, the people of Icewind Dale were never safe from the dangers that surrounded them. From the brutal regged barbarians to the relentless, treacherous sea of moving ice, danger was always lurking just beyond the horizon. And yet, the people of Icewind Dale endured. They were a proud and hardy folk who had learned to thrive in the harshest of environments. Their settlements may have been small and isolated, but they were also fiercely independent and self-sufficient. For those who called this land home, there was a fierce sense of community and shared struggle, born of the need to survive in a place that showed no mercy. At its very center looms a towering mountain, known throughout the realm as Kelvin's Cairn, a majestic and freestanding colossus that stretches up to the heavens, reaching a height of 1,000 feet. Deep within its heart lies the Dwarven Valley, a sprawling network of underground tunnels and living quarters. Legends speak of the greatest craftsman the world has ever known who once called this place home, creating exquisite works of art and legendary weapons that still echo through the halls of time. South of the cairn lies Bruenner's Climb, a stone column that stands 15 feet tall, serving as a place of reflection and contemplation for the great Bruenner Battlehammer and Drizzt Do'Urden. From this perch, they would marvel at the sheer beauty of the world around them and contemplate the mysteries of the universe. But the most enchanting place within Kelvin's cairn is Bruenner's Temple, a sacred spot nestled against the southern flank of the mountain where Aegis Fang, the legendary hammer, was forged. This site is considered holy by the dwarves, and many have made a pilgrimage here to forge their own masterworks, seeking inspiration and guidance from the ancient spirits that dwell in this magical place. And yet, no journey to Kelvin's cairn would be complete without a visit to Dale Drop, the main point of ingress to the valley. This natural switchback, hewn from the base of the mountain's southern face, was also used by the dwarves as a choke point against the hordes of orcs and other marauders who sought to plunder the riches within. In the frozen north, where the howling winds and icy storms rage, lies a land unlike any other, the High Forest. This realm of verdant beauty and tranquility, shrouded in mystery, is home to many wondrous and enigmatic locations that have captured the imaginations of adventurers and scholars for generations. Deep within the forest's heart, one can find the Star Mounts, whose towering snow-capped peaks pierce the clouds, providing the headwaters of both the Unicorn Run and the Heartblood River. To the northwest of these majestic peaks lie the Lost Peaks, whose craggy summits form the headwaters of the Des Seren River. And it is here, amongst the dense forest, that one can find the fabled grandfather tree, whose ancient and gnarled roots are said to run deep into the earth, drawing power from the very essence of the land. But the High Forest is far more than just peaks and rivers. To the east, amidst the pale oak trees, lies the Dire Wood, a forest within a forest, pulsing with arcane energy said to be caused by the fall of Karsus, the ancient wizard who tried to become a god. And to the northwest lies Tall Trees, a place of ancient wisdom, where the oldest trees in the forest can be found, remnants of the once great kingdom of Tuviamanther. In the southern slopes of the Star Mounts, the endless caverns yawn wide, their depths said to be home to fierce dragons and winding passageways that connect to the mysterious Underdark. And just to the south of the caverns lies the Stronghold of the Nine, an ancient dwarven fortress that was later claimed by the elves, a testament to the ever-shifting alliances of the forest's inhabitants. East of the High Forest lies Upvale, a stretch of land that separates the forest from the far forest. Here, one can find the Dry Gully Tunnel, a dark and treacherous passageway that leads deep into the Underdark, and the Stronghold of the Nine, once the home of the artifact known as the Crown of Horns. But perhaps the most notable feature of Upvale is the Endless Caverns, a vast network of tunnels and caverns where dragons, drow, fire giants, and Aesers have all made their home. The High Forest is not just a place of natural wonder, but also of ancient ruins and abandoned settlements. The Sorrow Wood, a place of great sadness, contains magic oak trees planted by the ancient elves Arivander, whose roots are said to touch those of every single tree in the forest. And then there is Turlang's Wood, a place where the forest continues to expand thanks to the efforts of a band of Treants. And through it all, the rivers flow, the frigid Des Seren River, which winds its way from the Lost Peaks to the Sea of Swords to the southwest, the Heartblood River, whose waters take on a reddish hue as they pass the ruined city of Kars, and the Unicorn Run, known for its numerous waterfalls and fey communities, which houses a holy site to the nature deities known as the Glade of Life. The High Forest is a place of beauty, wonder, and mystery, where the very essence of magic and nature intermingle. It is a land that has captured the hearts and imaginations of those who have dared to venture within its borders, and it is a place that will continue to inspire and awe for generations to come. The west beckons with its vast and sprawling plains of the Fallen Lands, the Delimbir Vale that runs along the eastern and southern borders of the high forest, and the fertile lands surrounding the great river Des Sarin. It's a place where the brave and determined thrive, but only the strongest will survive. But beware. This is no land for the faint of heart. Danger lurks around every corner, from the ferocious beasts that roam the wilds to the raiding parties of marauding goblins and orcs. Here, only the fiercest warriors dare to tread, fighting tooth and nail for survival, standing up to the challenges that come their way, and emerging victorious. The Savage Frontier is a vast and rugged region, encompassing various geographical features, each one more treacherous than the last. 3 great regions reign supreme: the Delimbir Vale, the Fallen Lands, and the lowlands of the Des Sarin Valley. 4 main rivers flow through this land, including the mighty Laughing Flow, the Des Sarin, the Cerbrin, and the Delimbir River. The hills, mountains, and forests that abound here are like none other, including the infamous Triangle of Trees. The Delimbir Vale, named after its namesake river, is a land of great beauty and mystery. This region is home to the South Wood, which provides timber for nearby settlers, and the ancient Weathercoat Wood, which has stood the test of time since the days of Netheril. The far forest has been partially destroyed by the forces of Hellgate Keep, but the Treants still tend to what remains. The Fallen Lands, a region that rebuffed the Anauroch Desert, and the lowlands of the Des Sarin Valley border the western trees of the high forest. The Des Sarin Hills, located south of the town of Yarter, are teeming with orcs, ogres, giants, and manticores. The Cerbrin Hills were claimed by the fierce Griffin tribe of barbarians as their hunting grounds, while the Grey Peak Mountains are home to a number of imposing cloud giant castles. But perhaps the most treacherous of all are the Evermoors, a vast expanse of hills and troughs infested with trolls and home to a number of hill giants. Long before the Savage Frontier was home to barbarian tribes and farmsteaders, it was home to the great elven kingdom of Irlan. This realm was once located in what is now known as the Delimbir Valley. In 705 DR, the mages of the Covenant orchestrated the unity of the region's Uthgard barbarians. The unified tribes banded together and fought against the goblinoid masses that threatened their land. And so, the Savage Frontier's history is rich with battles and conflicts, but it remains a land of great beauty and wonder. Its natural wonders and landmarks, such as the Dawn Pass, where brief sunlight from the rising sun illuminates the land, are sights to behold and marvel at. Behold, the Silver Marches, a majestic confederation of humans, elves, and dwarves, located to the north of the high forest. Bordered by the Anauroch Desert to the east, the Savage Frontier to the west, and the Spine of the World mountain range to the north, this land has seen a myriad of races, both noble and wicked, pass through its borders. And what beauty there is to be found here! The Silver Marches are graced by the Ice Spear River, the River Rovin, the Red Run, and the River Cerbrin, each one a lifeline for trade and commerce. And have you heard of the River Rovin's famed reputation as the road through the marches? It's a sight to behold. But the forests. Ah, the forests. The Arn Forest, Glimmerwood, Coldwood, Drorwood, Moonwood, Night Trees, Silverwood, and Vordrorn Forest are all unique in their own way, each home to a menagerie of wondrous creatures. From rock gnomes and lycanthropes to orcs and giants, each forest is a world of its own. The hills and mountains, too, are a source of both wonder and danger. The Ice Mountains, Ice Spires, Nether Mountains, and Rovin Mountains are grand and awe-inspiring, but beware the Dead Orc Pass in the Rovin Mountains, where a ferocious orc tribe holds sway. And the valleys. Oh, the valleys. Adbar Run, Cold Vale, Sundabar Vale, and Rovin Vale have been the site of many a battle, with Winter's Edge, Mithril Hall, Nezum, and Silvery Moon all standing as testament to the courage of the people who call this land their home. But the Silver Marches have also known strife and division. In 1371 DR, the city-states of the north came together under the leadership of the Great Illustrial, forming the confederation known as Lurur. Yet, with Illustriel's departure and her son's succession, the confederation was thrown into disarray, with Citadel Adbar, Citadel Felbar, and Mithril Hall refusing to aid smaller settlements at the expense of their own. And let us not forget the darkening of 1484 DR, a spell cast by drow and orcs in preparation for an invasion. The spell brought sieges and attacks to various cities, but it was a band of brave heroes who finally overcame the darkness and saved the region from total destruction. The Frozenfar is a land of wonder and danger, where survival is a constant battle against the elements and the fierce creatures that roam the untamed wilderness. But for those who possess the courage and skill to brave the frozen wastes, the rewards are great and the legends even greater. A land of harsh beauty and fierce resilience, the Frozenfar is a place where heroes are made, and where the most incredible tales of valor and adventure are born. If you would like to hear many more tales, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe.